What's up, everybody? Welcome to the PixelPlay Sidequest, your bonus content here on YouTube. My name is Adam, aka CS Radical, joined as always Chris, aka Jin and Chris. We are back with some more Final Fantasy best ofs. This time we are doing 6. Sorry to all the people that was really hoping for 5, but I don't remember a goddamn thing about 5, so we just skipped it. Sorry, my bad. I'll atone someday. And by someday, I mean probably never.
It would have been just me. And you'd have been like, who's that NPC? I'd be like, it's too long to explain.
I'd be like, sure, that sounds right. But yeah, we're here to do 6. So, well, let's not waste any time. I'm going to just take the liberty of at least clearing one of these things out because, let's be honest, there's no actual need for this.
Oh, that's fantastic. But yes, like...
We know. Like, there's no answer otherwise.
Yeah.
I mean, you can try to make a case for Ultros, but no.
No. And, I mean, this villain is arguably the best Final Fantasy villain of all Final Fantasies. So, I mean, yeah, like, it's got to be Kefka.
Yeah.
There's just no way.
It's just... Everything else could be a little interesting. I think we might... I don't think we'll have nearly as many copies as we did in the 4 video. I think this one's going to be a little more complex because there's a little bit more to go into with this game now.
Definitely.
Because it starts to really open up a bit. But we will start from the top. So best male character. And again, this is sticking with party members.
Yes.
I didn't really have to think too hard about this one. I mean, it was really between this guy and Edgar, but in the end, I kind of just ended up sticking with Locke.
Yeah, that's the issue. I have Locke and Edgar. I do also have a soft spot for Cyan, but yeah, Locke and Edgar are my two guys. Whenever I even play, I always name myself Edgar. I always see myself as an Edgar kind of kingly ladies man. I don't know why. It's not even close to true, but I do see myself like that. But yeah, if you have to pick the best male character in this, I gotta go with Locke as well. His backstory is just like, it's so good.
Yeah, I mean, even just with a little bit with him and Rachel is already pretty involving, but I mean, also he's a cool thief. I mean, treasure hunter, you know?
Yeah, no, he's a treasure hunter, not a thief. How dare you?
I know. I gotta be very careful with the words I use.
You must.
I don't want to offend the man. All right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I think there are other choices. Like I said, Edgar's a pretty good one too. Cyan is actually, like I was gonna say, was pretty low key. So there's definitely some options. I mean, Shadow you could really go in just for cool factor.
Oh yeah, such a cool character.
But like, in terms of just overall story, it's Locke, and it's not really close. I mean, Edgar, I guess, is kind of close, but not really.
Mm-hmm. I love Edgar. He's my favorite character in the game, like, of the guys. But he's not, like, that's my own bias. He's not actually the best male character when you
look. I understand. You just want to live in a castle that can go under sand.
Like, who doesn't? Who the heck played this game and went, I don't want that castle? Yes, everybody wants that castle.
So it's when we get to the females that this gets interesting, because I'm not sure which direction you took. So I'm going to ask you first.
So this is tough because for me it is between Terra and Celeste. They're both like, you know, kind of the main. I mean,
what? There was no room for Realm?
No, Realm is the character I just don't play as. Realm's not my favorite. Realm is like for the final dungeon, and I only beef her up enough that she can like be in the third party there. But yeah, it's really tough because they both have really good stories and character development. Like, obviously, Terra being kind of the main character of this game. You've got her entire backstory with her lineage and her, you know, searching for love, but like not love necessarily in the sense of relationships, but love in the sense of just connections with other humans because she doesn't really feel connected to them and everything. But then you've got Celeste, who's like former villain, turned into kind of a good person, and it's kind of like, you know, has she betrayed Locke or not? You know, and she's kind of just like there to help Locke also with his tragedy. Like, there's such good story between them. I'd probably have to just say Terra by default, but yeah, it's honestly that one I'm slightly torn on between the two.
That's the intrigue. Is I was leaning Celes on my side.
Yeah.
And it's because, like, and this is just a personal bias, I just don't look at Terra like as strong a character by the time the story ends. Like, I think Terra's more the mystique and like the mystery behind what she is. Celes just feels way more grounded and way more relatable in the end. And obviously, like, standing out with things like the opera scene, The moment where she, again, sorry for spoiling what's over a 20-year-old game at this point. She tries to kill herself.
Mm-hmm.
So like, there's a lot of more like emotional. Like Tara is more the sense of like the plot runs through her. I don't know if she necessarily carries the plot though in the same way that Sellers does at times.
Yeah, because like it feels very much like the first half of the game. The story is going through Tara, of course, and then the second half. Obviously you wake up on an island as Celeste and you're the only character that you're actually playing with at that point. And then the story kind of flows through her. And Tara actually does become more of a side character, honestly, at that point. Because even when you find her and get her back in the party, she doesn't necessarily even kind of take over that main character role
and,
again.
If I was really trying to win points here, you having to recruit Tara, she's kind of just being a fucking bitch about it. I'm like, I know there's actual reasons and stuff, but like, she's kind of just being a stuck-up, stubborn bitch at that point, and just not wanting to leave.
So we should give it to Celeste for Tara being a bit of a bitch with rejoining the party. I kind of like.
And
it.
Also, how do you not give it to a not opera floozy?
Yeah, no. It's as soon as you said the opera scene, and I thought of that all over again. Yeah, Celeste being kind of the main character of the second half and having like the opera scene and stuff in the first half, I think I'm going to lean towards Celeste too, actually, to be honest.
And it's not like we're sitting there and saying, that either's bad. It's just more of a sense of, I think in the end, like there's just one that kind of stands out better than the other.
Yes.
By the way, thank God for things like Magic the Gathering. It gives me some great friggin' art to choose from now.
Side note, do you know how hard it's been for me to not buy the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering cards?
Oh, I can't imagine how difficult it's been for you, considering I think they're also doing a Spider-Man one. Did they do a Sonic one as well?
There's some Sonic ones. Those were the only other ones that interested me. I don't play Magic the Gathering. I'm more of a collector guy. Like I have the Disney Lorcana cards because I love the artwork there where you're taking Disney characters and kind of making them badass, kind of like Magic the Gathering. But as soon as there was a Final Fantasy one and I looked at some of that art, some of it is like the classic art, some of it is like reimagined art and stuff like that. And holy shit, like if it wasn't the hundreds of dollars I'd need to put into it to get it, oh, I'm going to cave one day. I'm going to go to Costco or something, and there's going to be one of those commander packs or something. I'm going to be like, yep, nope, that's my sign. Grabbing it. I'm going to cave. I know I am, because goddamn, yeah.
Well, we'll briefly still go over Kefka just so we can glaze him a little bit here. Yeah, I mean, there's no competition for him. I mean, Ultros is the second best, I think, if we had to agree
if I
on
had
that.
to go with the second best, yeah, it's Ultros for sure.
But, like, Kefka is one of the very few villains in any JRPG series that actually fucking wins, right?
Mm-hmm. He does.
And it really does bring one of the most iconic moments, I think, in any Final Fantasy game we've ever had, where he splits the continent, essentially.
Yeah, holy crap. I just finished playing this game as a Pixel Remaster, like, a month, maybe 2 months ago. And even just seeing it now, that scene still hits so hard. Even with like
it's why I said, man, I know that there's the push for the 9 remake, but man, I would love to see a full 3D remake just for that scene alone.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah. Just it's such a good, that whole middle part of the game is just so good. It's crazy.
But we move on. Oops, I just accidentally minimized the window when I didn't mean to. Oh, dear. There we go. So, best NPC. This is where it gets a little trickier. I'm going to throw out what I think is the easy answer, though.
Okay.
Because he is a very good boy. And that's Interceptor.
I mean, if that counts as an NPC, I'm choosing Interceptor.
He's not a playable character.
That's true. Then fuck yeah, it's Interceptor. There is no other character in this game that will touch that dog. Even just like, I know I was kind of shitting on Realm when we're talking about the female characters, but the interactions between Interceptor and Realm, just so fantastic. And obviously,
means more down the line.
It means more down the
start
line.
To think about it.
Yeah. But like just that dog in the game, like when you hear him bark, when you see him protecting, I think it's Realm from like fire in that burning building and all that shit, like. He's a great dog, and he is just such a great character in that game. I love that dog. So, yeah, Interceptor wins.
I really thought about it, too. I'm like, who else would qualify? And I really had a tougher time thinking, because, like, even Bannon technically is a playable character.
Technically, yeah. If I had to pick someone who was an Interceptor who wins by a long shot, there was this girl that was you had to mail letters to. And
Yeah.
it was, I remember you meet her on the Emperor's Island. I can't remember what the name of the like South Island was called. But you meet her and her like boyfriend's in the war and she's receiving letters. There's like pigeons.
Yeah, and it's cyan the whole time, right?
At the beginning, it isn't. You just kind of see her before you go and like meet with the Emperor and all that kind of
right,
stuff.
because he finds out and then he decides to take over.
Yeah, and then later on, after the world's been split in two and all that shit, and clearly the boyfriend is like gone, Cyan had taken over and done all that stuff. So her as a character, even though you don't get to interact with her much, but the little bit of the actual story they built in there and built it in with Cyan and stuff was, to me, actually pretty cool. So I probably would have gone with something like that if I wasn't going with Interceptor.
You know what was a sleeper for me? I just realized because I was like going back and thinking like who else I was thinking of. I honestly thought that Rachel might have had a shot at it.
Oh, right. I guess she's an NPC. Right. Yeah, Rachel would have been also
Just for like the story significance at that point.
Yeah, she's very, very important to the story too. So also like a very strong pick if Interceptor didn't exist.
All right, here comes a tougher one, I think.
Yeah.
So I'll let you start. What did you think was the best? I guess I should have written best Esper in this case, but this is just the default.
Yeah,
category, so
they're
you know
the
it's gonna be
summons of
best
the
summon.
game. It's tough because whenever I play this game, I never actually summon the summons. I'm all about,
Yeah, it's pretty rare
the
that you
abilities.
ever need to.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as necessary.
It's just about like equip which summon will give you the specific magic or ability like that you'll learn for that character kind of thing. And by the end of the game, when I played through this most recent time, like every character had maxed out every Esper because I was like, I need to just grind out levels and stuff.
Like, there's a part of me that wants to just say Gilgamesh, but when I really thought about it, because like my pick ended up being Ragnarok, just because Ragnarok is where you get the Ultima spell.
Yeah.
Because I don't think in this game necessarily a best summon is going to be like the most useful to me in terms of like, oh, this is the one I love summoning the most for the animation. I think this is straight up the one where it's just like, this is the one that you go to first as soon as you collect the Magicite for it.
Yeah. I would say that, yeah, Ragnarok giving you Ultima is probably the best one. The only other one.
The only one I could think of was Phoenix. That was the other one that was
Phoenix
crossing
is
my mind.
very cool, especially because of this part of the story that connects with Phoenix. And I guess Ramu is cool.
Oh, Rama, yeah.
Because he's kind of also an NPC in the game, and kind of leads that whole Esper thing to start.
Because that would be other ones that would qualify. I mean, like Ifrit and Shiva have their moments. They
Yeah.
even being boss fights at one point. I think Maduin is the name of Terra's father, isn't it?
Yes. So another one, like the summons here are more like cool as NPC characters
They're
versus
literal
their
and
actual
metaphorical
summon.
vessels, almost in a way.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think Ragnarok could make sense. Maybe runner-up Phoenix. I'm torn between Ragnarok and Phoenix, honestly, because that Ultima spell, like if we're just looking at them as summons that you would equip or use in battle, Ragnarok wins because Ultima. Like that's all there is to that, I'd say.
Like I'll let you make the call on this one.
Yeah, I'd go Ragnarok.
Okay.
Yeah, because Phoenix is cool, but like not so much in battle. I mean, that auto life is pretty cool, or whatever it's called, Life 4. I don't remember what they called it in the remake or the Pixel remaster.
Isn't it necessary for like I think is it the Magimaster that like will automatically kill you at the end of the fight?
Yeah, cast Ultima, I think, and kills the whole party, and so you have to have that spell.
Button after that I don't mean to at this point. Jeez, what is wrong with me today?
Get your head in the game, man.
I'm trying, man. All right, first half done. Now we get to the real fights.
Oh yeah.
Best overall song. Oh boy.
Yeah, this is tough because this is probably the best Final Fantasy for music also, in my opinion.
I went a little off the board on mine.
Interesting. Okay, I didn't, so I would love to hear yours first because I want to
So
hear.
can I guess yours just to assume?
Yes.
Because we're not talking fight songs. We're talking like outside of that,
Yeah.
right? I assumed you were going with Terra's theme.
Terra's theme, 100%.
Yeah.
It's just so iconic. Yeah.
So the one that I was going to, and this is just because of like the sheer, like, not because it's like an earworm, but because it's music that really drives the point, and that's Catastrophe, and that's the music that plays when the continent splits.
Yes, that is a really good song too. Well, like that bit of music is.
But I mean, at the
terrifying.
end, I know it's Terra's theme.
Yeah, I think I still would have to give it to Terra's theme just because, like, even if you just think of the opening of the game, where usually the Final Fantasies didn't open with the credits and stuff like that, and it's just like the Magitech armor with Terra's theme playing, and you're walking slowly towards Narsh. God, it's just so beautiful. And then of course when you're in the overworld, it plays again and that kind of stuff. So I'd probably have to go with Terra's theme if I'm still
Yeah,
playing this.
I'm not opposed to that. I'm more in the sense of like I really want to give Catastrophe a shout out because of just like it's different from what you're used to hearing. I also had a Metamorphosis. Like I really love their when shit goes wrong music in that game.
And like the Espers would be flying out of the gate to their world or something. Is that the music that plays when that's happening?
I believe
I think
so.
that is, yeah. Yeah, it's a
I mean,
really
even
cool
Kefka's
song.
theme is obviously like
Kefka's theme,
there's
yeah.
so much memorable stuff. I'm gonna bring up one song in particular when we get to Best Town and City. Mm-hmm. But like, there's just so like I actually, if I really want a hot ticket, and even though we picked Terra's theme, I actually think Searching for Friends is the better overall one because it kind of puts a sense of like hope and also dread at the same time.
Yes, that is also a beautiful, beautiful song. It's somehow like you described it perfectly. It's like hopeful yet very dreadful at the same time. It's like I'm alive, but like fuck, am I? Like
Yeah.
it's that's a good one.
Now here's where we get interesting.
Yeah.
Because you assume that the best fight song must be the one that's like 15 minutes long. I go, no, I actually think that song's kind of overrated.
Really? Dancing
Yeah.
Mad. You think Dancing Mad is overrated?
I do. I do
Wow.
think it's propped up a little bit too much.
Okay.
Because I do think Decisive Battle is 10 times better than it.
And oh yes, is that if you're fighting like Ultima Weapon or Atma
Like,
Weapon
well,
or
just,
whatever it's called?
no,
like-
just any boss in general. Decisive Battle is like the main boss battle.
oh, just the main
like the
boss battle. It is a great. I mean, now that I think of it, because you've got that one. You've got like when you've got like the super ultimate boss, like one of those like Atma Weapon or Ultima Weapon or whatever it's called that you'll find on the
Yeah,
continent.
because those. Yeah, that's like
That
the
one's-
one when you fight Atma Weapon. It's like banana.
God, that one's so good too.
Again, that game understood dread.
Yeah, every boss battle or every main even just the main battles, like that music. God, I want to give it to all of them, but you know what? I think Decisive Battle would work. I gotta throw the shout out to Dancing Mad. I think that song is insanely
Like I'm
good.
sure it's the one that everybody's thinking of, but like to me, I think it's just one of those ones that like it doesn't earworm the same way.
Yeah, it is true. It is like it's a very long song, and it's not like something where you can just play it for a minute and it's kind of stuck in your head. It is like a continuous long song. And
Here,
also,
I'll give Ultros some love
Ultros,
regardless.
yes. God, I love him. Yeah. Well, we'll see if Decisive Battle is a decisive answer. Oh.
Well, I mean, when we talk about like, I don't think there is any game in the series that has a better overall soundtrack than 6 does.
No.
And another reason why I would also love to see them remake the game because, good lord, would I love to hear a lot of those themes redone.
Yeah, I've been to another side note. I've been to the Final Fantasy concerts, Distant Worlds, where obviously it's an orchestra playing the music. Celeste's opera song was incredible.
Oh, God,
they
yeah.
actually brought out an opera singer to do her part, which was amazing to have an actual opera singer and an orchestra sing that. But also just like a bunch of the other Final Fantasy music. There was a battle medley of like the first 6 games, I think, combined or something like that. Like the music in Final Fantasy is so good, and 6 specifically is like peak. It's like peak Final Fantasy music, and it being remastered, like obviously I would hope that you'd be able to switch between the original music and the new music in a remake, but even if they did it like Final Fantasy VII remake where it's the old songs but like remade new, this music would be so good with like a
And I hope
proper
that they would
orchestra
also like it
properly.
wouldn't just be orchestral. There are certain songs like there are certain tracks that you could bring up like heavy guitar into and just really have a good time with too. Like they could really open things up a bit with that.
Like that main battle song, even like that with like a guitar and everything, maybe even a little bit metal. Oh, that would be insane. Because I've actually heard a lot of remakes of this game.
Well, I mean,
in
even you
metal.
look at the Black Mages. They did. I think they did Decisive Battle on that first album.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh God, this is the peak of music for me. of Final Fantasy music easily.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it's never gotten close.
No, I don't. I honestly don't think. Like, I would say 4 is really good, and I would say that yeah, sure, 7 has some of its moments, 10 has some of its moments music wise, but I don't think that they've been able to touch 6 since, and I think it's even getting further away as a possibility. Like
beyond further away.
15, 16, I couldn't tell you hardly any of the music. Specifically.
No, most of that's the point where we started getting into more just atmospheric music.
Yeah, it's just atmospheric, right? Yeah, it's not like, oh, like you mentioned a bunch of song names, and I pretty much knew exactly what the heck you were talking about. Just
if that would be the ultimate game. I could just pull up, like, since you've played 16, I'd just be like, I'm gonna name a track, you tell me what it is, and you're gonna be like, I got no fucking idea.
I don't know. It's the one where you're walking around.
Like, well, you're gonna have to be a little more specific than that, there, buddy.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, moving on. Boss fight. Okay, so I'll just ask you the simple question.
Mm-hmm.
Are we suplexing a train?
Yes, it has to be. Like this. Yeah. I'm glad you went there. Again, this is where Ultros would have had like almost, he would have been like second or third place or something like that, maybe, because his boss battles were like so fun. But yeah, like you suplex a train.
And I don't even know if there's one that's like that seems like that memorable to me otherwise.
No. And the thing is, it's like it's reenacted even or talked about in other games as like a meme. I think it's Sea of Stars even in their DLC lets you like suplex a train or something. Like it's.
I'm legitimately trying to think of like what boss battle stands out to me beyond that.
To me, it'd be some of the Ultros battles just because it's like he's constantly coming back. It's not like one specific battle, but I mean, you're in the Opera House, he shows up. You're in your airship in the air, he shows up. The waterfall.
So there are two that come to mind. One for the bad reason, one for a good reason. I think the Shiva and Ifrit fight was actually relatively cool at the time.
That was cool.
Because it was also you fighting summons, which is not something that happens as often. Mm-hmm. And then for the wrong reasons, the fucking 4 tentacles in the Figaro Castle in the later ends of the game, because that fucking battle pissed me off.
Yeah, that battle, it was
That battle
annoying.
was a bitch.
That was an annoying as shit battle, yeah. And I guess, like, I mean, the final boss, like, it's a tower of flesh of people that Kefka's made of. I don't know what the hell's going on there, but that final boss where if somebody dies and then it goes on to the next stage, that character's permanently gone, but another character comes in to take their place and you kind of put them in order of who's going to fight that boss and stuff is pretty cool. I do think that final boss is a very neat way of doing it, and very few games do that these days. You still kind of just go in with your final party and like ultima hit, okay, we're done. Yeah, so I could see the final boss, I could see Ultros, and the ones you mentioned too, not the tentacles in Figaro Castle, and fuck that one. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's like the thing too is a lot. This is still the early stages where they aren't doing too many gimmicks, because a lot of the stuff that they did they'd already done before, right? Like Curly, or the Three Stooges one. It's basically just a Maga Sisters fight.
Yeah.
They sort of have an evil wall-ish sort of boss in there as well. Like they have a lot of things that kind of mimic past bosses.
Yeah.
So they hadn't really gone like full. Like when we get to 7 next, it's gonna be really hard for us to not choose the house because it's just such an absurd boss, right?
It's gonna be the house. I'm telling you right now. That's spoilers for next week, I guess. Like,
yeah.
Can't see it not being the house.
Like people are gonna say, well, what about any Genova or Sephiroth? I'm like, you fought a haunted house, like a literal haunted, like humanoid house. Like, what the fuck do you want?
Yeah, and it's still in the remake. They kept it.
And even in the remake, they made it work. Like, what the fuck? But anyways, we're not talking about that yet. We got 2 more categories here. So, best town and city.
This one's tough.
So I said earlier I was going to bring this up because I thought it has also one of the best songs in the game as well. Mm-hmm. Zozo with Slam Shuffle is such a cool fucking area.
Zozo is such a cool area. It annoys me that you can get into random battles when you're in there, but also it's really fucking cool that you can get into random battles in there.
It's like dilapidated. It's not really like a proper town and city. It's like a foregone, like it's almost like you've walked into like a town that just has been completely overrun by a gang.
Oh yeah, 100%. And this is where you can get the chainsaw, where you got to talk to people and figure out the clock time.
It's also actually where the plot actually starts to really move, because that's when Terra transforms.
Yeah, and you return to it for other characters or another character later on and stuff.
There might be people that argue that this isn't a town or city because it's technically more of like a dungeon, but I'm like, no, this is a place. Yeah. It just happens to be a dungeon within it.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I would go with Zozo as well.
And I think that's my other reason why. It's because it's like one of the few cases where it's a dungeon within a city.
Yeah. Yeah, it 100%
It's just it's such a cool concept.
And the music is so catchy. Like,
also, just the fact that like it's apparently the only place where weather is consistent.
yeah, that's true. It's
just always rains.
How can it be doing that?
Did we suddenly get transformed to the UK or something? Like, what happened?
Oh yeah. I'd have to still give a shout out to Figaro Castle for its music too, and the fact that it can sink into the
technically, do you consider Figaro a town or a city?
I mean, kind
like maybe
of.
South Figaro.
South Figaro, yeah. Well, I don't know because we don't have like a best castle heading.
But that's why we went with Barron, because Barron made sense, because the town that we do see actually has quite a bit to it.
Oh yeah.
Which, side note, somebody in the comments on our 4 video pointed out Mysidia because it's the place where in the base game that you can get like tricked and turned into different animals because of the status effects.
That is true.
And I said I completely forgot about that because I've played so much of the randomizer that I forgot what the vanilla game does in that area.
I forgot about that part too. Like, obviously I remember Mysidia a lot, and like the plot there with the Elder and Palamaporum and all that kind of stuff. Very, very, very cool part. But I totally forgot that, yeah, if you talk to the wrong people because you're like the Dark Paladin, the Dark Knight, you get like, they'll be like, no, fuck you, you're a pig now, or you're a toad or an imp. Like, it is pretty cool that happens in the town. Yeah.
All right, well, last up, best dungeon. I'll let you start on this one because I kind of been taking the initiative for most of it.
I would say it's got to be either, is it called the Floating Continent? Or what?
Yeah, like the place where the statues are.
Yeah, it's either got to be the Floating Continent, like halfway into the game, or when you return ish there to the. I don't guess it's not the Floating Continent, but
like
you return
the
back
end
to the
area
final
where you're leading up to Kefka.
Yeah.
Can I throw an extra one in there?
Yeah, please do.
The Magitech Factory.
The Magitech Factory is very cool and has some really fucking cool music. I will admit that, and it is kind of cool that it's like you're navigating through it and trying to figure out how to get through. You got to go on a conveyor belt, and all of a sudden you got to hold a hook, and the hook will take you over or something. That is also a very, very cool dungeon. I would admit that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, and also give you an idea of what was going to be coming with oh my God, Super Mario RPG.
Right. I forgot about that.
All of a sudden, you start getting used to hearing hammers banging against steel, and you're like, "Oh, that sounds like the end dungeon for Mario RPG." All of a sudden,
yeah, forgot about that.
But yeah, I can definitely agree with the floating continent on this one. Again, significance. Like, we've been talking a lot about the significance of this map because of what happens at the end of it. So like, it's kind of a no-brainer for that reason too.
Yeah.
And God, that's the first time the game really goes, all right, kid gloves are off. Get ready to go to fucking work there, Git.
Yeah, this was definitely the first wall I hit in this game when I was first playing it as a kid, and I was like, uh-oh. Like, I had to grind and like start working to survive.
Oh,
That's where it starts to kick your ass. And I had to like leave and
the
go
Atma
back.
weapon whips your ass.
Oh yeah. Not prepared.
That boss sucked.
Yeah, that's why when I played the Pixel remasters, I didn't feel like grinding a lot. I set like XP to 4 times. And it's like, I've played this game and beat it 20 times in my life. I don't need to grind out a 21st time. I just want to go through the story. Having 4 times XP makes this game so much easier.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. Almost exactly 4 times easier.
And back when I was playing like them from video rental stores and just trying to rush through it, like this dungeon, you don't rush through this dungeon.
No, you can't. You can't. So I did eventually own this game. Like, I just ended up buying it, or maybe I bought it used somewhere. I don't know if it was like a GameStop.
It's the last old one that I finished cover to cover in the vanilla game. So
yeah.
And it's one of those ones where like I was reminded very quickly, this and the end dungeon, both times that you're dealing with statues, it sucks.
Yeah.
You better be ready.
Yeah, those statues will fucking kill you, and then they show up again at the end. Oh my God.
At least you can, at least early in the early parts of the game, like you can get a good chunk of leveling done early by just constantly flipping the raft around to really just get a bunch of them leveled up quick.
Yeah.
So like you can at least get a few people going, but like that's still not even close to like the chunk of your party you're going to be needing. So.
No, it's not. Yeah. Oof. Oh, yeah. God, what a great game.
Yeah, I'm sad that we're leaving this game. I don't want to because it's like my favorite.
I know, like we should just talk about this game every single side quest. Our viewers, sorry for all of you, you would hate that because us talking about the same game every Friday would be pretty tough.
I don't know. There's
for
gonna be a
us.
few niche people that'll be like super.
Oh,
into
there
that.
is some people that would actually be like, please do that. That should be the side quest every week.
Yeah, it could always work. But yeah, like this is the standout, and I think as we get further down the list, it's gonna get a little bit more frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're
Yeah.
gonna get to like 7, 8, 9, and 10 are relatively easy to do. 12 is gonna get a little more interesting, although I think I can handle that pretty well too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna struggle with 13 and 15.
13 to 16. Oh, no, you didn't
Actually,
really finish 16.
well, we're
did
not
you?
doing 16 either because I can't.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, but yeah,
Like
13, 14.
13,
14 I could.
13 and 15, I'm pretty sure I can pull characters and stuff out of my ass. Music, actually 15, I might be able to pull music. That might be a little bit easier. There's a lot of shit though between those two games. I'm like, I'm gonna struggle with this, and
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna pull more from 13 too than I am for 13. So
Yeah, music-wise, I'll be fine for 13 because there's a couple songs in 13 and definitely some music in 13 too that I love, so that'll
Yeah.
be easy. But that's kind of the only easy part. That's the thing.
well, that sounds like how many episodes is that gonna be? That sounds like about a month and a half ago or from now's problem. So
I'll start researching now. It should be fine.
yeah, I'll research the day of like I always do. It'll just be the one that I actually really have to think about it a little bit more. Most of the time, I can pretty much come to these right away.
Oh yeah, this one was like no research at all. I didn't even research before this one. It's like, oh no, I've got that. That's fine.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this one, guys. So thank you so much for checking us out. So in the comments below, what did we miss? What do you think we got wrong on there? And if you want to justify something other than Kefka, go for it. I'm going to say you're wrong, but you can try.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also Interceptor. How dare you pick somebody other
Oh
than
yeah,
Best
nothing.
Boy.
Yeah, if anybody
How dare you.
chooses, I'd rather you get rid of Kefka than Interceptor. People, come on, like this is Interceptor we're talking about. Come on.
Well, anyways, y'all know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We genuinely appreciate that whenever you guys do that. Keep in touch. We will see you next week I'm assuming next week we'll be doing 7.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a lot easier because, good lord, it would be way harder if there was only the original to pull from because I don't have nearly as happy an opinion of that game as I do the remake. So
Yeah.
we'll see with that. But anyways, that sounds like next week's from now. So without further ado, thank you so much for seeing us this week and take care. Bye-bye for now.